We are on the way. Well, what did we do this morning? Went to the gym this morning, didn't we?
Yeah, went to the gym.
First time Yaya was in the crate, so Hamish has been there before. He hasn't been there for ages, has he?
No, probably about nearly 18 months.
Yeah, so since COVID and all that sort of things have been happening anyway. So Nick and I got to finally train together for the first time that we haven't been. When was the last time that we got to do that?
I have no idea.
Like ages, right? We are just about to get home, got to get back to calls and coaching this afternoon. However, we are on the way to our local fruit and veg store. What's it called? Skipperers. So if you're out Windsor way, or even, maybe not too close to Windsor, but it's worth the trip, isn't it? Like we used to drive half an hour to it.
Yeah.
We've been coming to Skipperers for quite some time now. It's a fruit and vegetable place, and it's just so fresh. Like if we buy the same sort of vegetables from Woolies or Coles, like it just doesn't last as long, does it, Nick?
No.
If you're looking to improve your health long term, like don't get me wrong, we still have our bouts of times where we want to kind of veer off the healthy track and kind of quote unquote relax, but sometimes the best easier way to kind of continue your health journey is to just not stock that shitty food. So what do? We always go to the fruit and veg store and we just stock up. It's like super cheap. If you have somewhere around you locally that you can go to and get a whole bunch of fresh fruit and veg, you don't want to be wasting your money, so you're going to probably end up eating it, which is always going to be a good thing. But I just think it's a good idea to like stock it up so you've got something that's healthy with you all the time. Don't you reckon, Nick?
Yeah. It's like our go-to, and at the end of the week, if we have leftovers, we just make a big veggie bake.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do a veggie bake tonight anyway, so we're going to do pumpkin, what did I say? 80% pumpkin, and I want about 20% potato with cream and cheese.
Yes.
Not that we're actually going to figure out those ratios, but that's what I'm thinking anyway. So we're on the way there now. I'll show you around a little bit, have a check it out. This place is called Skipperers. Really, really fresh food, just past Windsor, just past Wilberforce. Make the trip out there. And typically this place, should I disclose this or not? Disclose? What do you say? Disclose?
What?
Well, whenever they add up the total,
no.
No, don't say that.
No.
Yeah, maybe we don't. Maybe we get a special price, do we?
Yeah.
You coming? Yeah? Let's go. Watch it. We got pumpkin, bananas. We didn't eat much, did we?
No.
So we must have had more at home than we thought. However, I got this. Honey is for events. We don't really have honey at home, do we? Like, as in we don't really eat a whole bunch of honey at home.
No.
But I will use honey for the Convict 100 mountain bike race that I'm about to go and do. Let's go home. It's bloody freezing. So I have not trained in the night this much for many years. I reckon over 10 years. I know when I was a kid, there was a period there where I was at high school and I got really into training. It's probably my first entrance into running and weights and all that sort of stuff. And Mum and Dad, I don't think they liked it at the time, but they used to let me go out at night time. I used to do a cleaning job with my mum from about like 4 to 8 in the afternoon after school, and then I'd either run home from there or go home and eat a bit, and then I'd go out for a run after that. And these days we have our GPS watches and Garmin watches and all that sort of stuff, but then it was just about, okay, I'll go and do this loop, and to be honest, I had no idea either how long I was going to be away for or like what the distances were. But it's kind of cool to be back out here at nighttime again. So couple of things have changed with Nick's work, so she needs to get up early in the morning and do a couple of things and get to work. So now I'm on the night shift. I'm on an evening shift. This is when I'm doing my training. But although I haven't been training like this for 10 years, this is actually when I'm most comfortable to be training, in the afternoon / nighttime. So it is 5 to 10 o'clock at nighttime, and I'm about to head out for a 10K power hike. So and the only thing that I reckon I'm struggling with at the moment is not the time, it's 12 degrees. Feels cold. Are you cold, Maggie? Are you cold? Maxie, come here, baby. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. How you going? Hey, you good? Yeah? Wowie. So I'm not sure if you can see that through the camera at the moment, but the stars. Oh, it's just amazing out here. It's 11 o'clock. Tuesday evening. Maggie Dags. How was that, eh? Okay, 10K down, power hike done. Ankle feels good. Closer and closer. So question of the day. How do you know that you've rested enough from your training sessions? Okay, so I'm gonna give you 3 quick tips, right, before we get out of here. Number 1 is you shouldn't be sore. I know that goes against everything that most people hear. If you are sore, you should not be training. You should be resting and focusing on active recovery, just like what we're doing now. Number 2, if you are fatigued. So if you're feeling tired, you had a bad night's sleep, work is stressful, family life may be too stressful for the day. If you're fatigued, don't train. Number 3, now this is for people who are regular trainers or who are regular people who do exercise and train on a consistent basis. If there's no desire to train, you might want to actually think about stopping until that desire comes back. That is the first sign of potential burnout, first sign that your nutrition is not good, and maybe even a secondary sign that your program is not the way that it should be. So if there's no desire to train, wait for the desire to come back. It'll be just around the corner. If you have a question of the day that you'd like me to answer, throw them on down in the comments below and let me know. And the next video, I'll make sure I get to that question. Morris Method tip of the vlog is going to be, if you're a guy like myself where you want to be fit, you want to be healthy, but you have a family that you look after, like your only job is not just to train, like myself, my recommendation is to not miss out on the activity that you do with your kids or the activity that you do with your family. If your training is getting to a point where it's actually kind of hindering your family time, you may want to rethink your strategy around training, only purely because how are you going to maintain that? Hold there a second. Ready, click. Good boy. How are you going to be able to maintain that, you know, consistently? And we always talk about training consistently is the way to results, a way to improve performance results long term. And what we mean by that is basically how often you don't need to be forced to stop. So I'm not talking about recovery, but how often are you forced to stop because of a overuse injury or burnout, or you just can't be bothered, that sort of stuff. So you were looking for sustainability. So hey, don't forget about the activity stuff that you do with your kids. They're going to appreciate it, you're going to appreciate it. It's going to be really good for your recovery as well if you just move easy. All right, Morris Method basic tip of the vlog: don't forget about the basics. Guys, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Place any comments down below you wish me to answer. Otherwise, don't forget, health and performance, not one without the other. See you soon, guys. Bye.